is 35,000 pounds. No, receipt. 35,000 pounds. What is that these days? $50,000. You'd receive the best training in the world, play regular game against other youth academies, attend classes with the players, and have the chance to win the summer traveling team. I was too stunned to think of any more questions. After he shook my hand again, my dad led Philip around the side of the house. Once he was gone, I pinched myself to make sure that had really happened. "Come on, Leo," my dad said when he returned. "Help me carry some wood to the porch." We had a screen porch on the side of the house that my dad built himself, with some chairs and a hammock and a wood-burning stove. Dad hung out there a lot during the winter, sometimes to read a book, but mostly just sitting around and staring at the fire. I struggled beneath the weight of the wood. He stacked in my arms. Once he reached the porch, he started a fire and stood in front of the stove with his arms crossed. "What did you think of Mr. Niles?" "I don't know. He's nice, kind of hard to understand." "And what did you think about what he said?" "I can't believe," I said quietly. "That would be amazing." My dad nodded but didn't say anything. "Can I go, Dad, to the summer camp?" It took him a few moments to respond. "I don't know, pal. It's really expensive. I'm not sure if we can afford it." I felt like a balloon someone had just let the air out of, spinning and crashing to the ground. "You have to pay to go?" "The summer camp is free, but with the airfare and a hotel for me and Guinea and food. They have some scholarships, but Philip said they are no more available this year." "Things are pretty tight right now, son." My voice was very small. "I know. I'm not saying no yet, but let me think it through, okay?" I had the sudden knowledge that Dad wouldn't be able to find the money to take us all overseas for a month. He never complained or talked about money in front of me and Jenny. Listening to him and "Sure, thanks, Dad." I tried not to sound disappointed. "It's fine if I don't go. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't want to leave you all my friends away." All of that was true except the big deal part. The academy was very much a big deal. An enormous deal. It was the future I had always dreamed of. But I didn't want my dad to feel bad. "I appreciate you saying that, son." He was still staring at the fire, and I noticed his hands clenched at his side. As I turned to go back inside, I realized he hadn't looked me in the eye for the entire conversation. And my dad always looked me in the eye. Later that night, I went outside to catch a few crickets. I returned to my room and opened Messie's cage to feed him his dinner. He was hanging out on a fake tree and watching me with his beady eyes that stuck out from the side of his head. Messie is green and orange and yellow, fits in my hand, and loves to push up on his front legs and strut around his cage. like a peacock. He's a type of lizard called a bearded dragon. The name comes from his fat through pouch called a beard that blows up and turns black when he's angry. I tried to train him to do whatever Jenny comes into the room. As I stroked the bumps and spiky horns along Messy's back, he flicked his pink tongue at me over and over. He knew what was coming. I tossed the crickets inside his cage and shut it. I felt bad for the poor little guy, but it was part of Mother Nature. I wasn't Messy's fault. He loved to eat live insects. He pounced on a cricket and caught it from behind, swallowing it in a few gulps. As he waited for another, I looked at the poster of the real Messy on the wall above his cage. I don't care that we don't have any money to buy fancy stuff, things, whatever. Who cares about the stuff? But trying out for the London Dragons could be chance, and I might not get to go. And then,
So what do you get from your reading?
Leo had a chance to go to the London Dragons team, but it was a lot of money, so he couldn't go. And then when Leo said, "But the training's free," his dad mentioned that he had no money to buy a hotel and food and stuff like that to go to London.
The camp, like a summer camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. It's like a
lot of
summer
money.
camp. It's good. It's a lot of fun, but
It's money.
it's just about you had to afford the fee to go there. It's not easy. What else you learn from there?
We got to learn about Messy, but the lizard
Oh, okay.
from Leo, and the Messy picture was above his cage.
All right.
Leo's lizard also loves live insects.
Oh, okay. All right, Connie. Okay, let's get to reach some boat before you start school. It's the whole summer. Okay. Now ready back to school soon.